Hi everybody, welcome to Midland Honda. I'm Matthew and I'm here with a 2020 Honda Civic Si Coupe. Yeah, that's right. You don't see a ton of these out there because they're not Honda's most, bread and butter selling model. They're definitely a little more rare now, and when they do come in the lot, they don't last long. So I'm gonna show you everything on this thing. We're gonna do a walk around, talk about what we did, and then we're gonna get you in here to take this thing for a drive. Let's get going. So here on the interior of the Si now, this thing is very well appointed. I love the silver accents as well as all the stitching trims throughout the door and your leather wrapped steering wheel. Up in front there, you got your nice MID display. And I'm gonna show you something cool that I really like about the SIs. First of all, see you later, let you know that it's an SI. But when you start it back up, you get the sweet racing tree with the greens and the reds. I think that's pretty cool. Steering wheel controls, of course, your large touchscreen radio in the front. There's also this carbon fiber inlay material, and that extends from passenger side right through to driver's side. Down here, there it is, your 6-speed manual. Now, it's got this really nice leather stitched shifter knob, of obviously the leather there, electronic parking brake, and all your other controls. Sorry, it's a little tight in here in the front seat. Not size-wise, these seats are actually quite comfortable. I just usually shoot these from the back seat. Now, you got your nice molded racing seat. These bolsters are actually pretty aggressive for what I would call a street car. I really do like the red in the seats, and the two-tone is quite nice. And of course, you do have your back seat. I have sat back there. I stand at 6 foot. It is a little snug for me, but I don't really think that anybody buying this for a second row is really looking at this car in particular. Midlife crisis mobile, sure. Comfort machine, likely not. So here at Midland Honda, we try to set ourselves apart from other used car lots by being fully transparent with you, the customer. And to do that, well, I'm actually going to take you guys on a walk around. So this vehicle came in as a trade. We actually don't have a ton of service history on it, but overall, typically SI drivers go one of two routes. They either beat the snot out of what they own, and that's just the truth, or they take really good care of it. And this guy, he did a really good job. Got a couple of light scuffs around the door handle, but overall, there's no real damage to report. A mild little push, it just looks like something got pushed there on the bumper. This entire side looking fresh. But yeah, overall, this guy looks like he took really good care of the exterior of this vehicle. Clean, no cuts, no bumps, no scrapes, no nothing. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this one an A+. So when purchasing any used car, you're curious, of course, well, what are the tires like? Well, here on the rear of this SI, we're sitting at 5.3 millimeters. And here on the front, we're sitting at 6.6. So we rotated them, put the best tires in the front, and they're in really good shape. These are sport tires designed for, abuse, as it were, or as some might call it, having fun. Overall, though, you're still looking at nearly 80% of the tires are better, which means lots of driving left for you with no worries. So the brakes on this thing were actually in really good shape when it arrived, so much so that we didn't need to do too much work to them. All we did was service them, make sure everything was lubricated and clean and moving the way it's supposed to, but you had tons of life left on these things. So much so, we'll show you, that you're still sitting over 8 millimeters, actually closer to 9 millimeters in the front, which translates to almost 90% of your braking capacity still available on these front brakes. Let's go have a look at the rear. So here on the rear of the vehicle, we're in the exact same situation. Everything is in really good shape, and you've got just at 8 millimeters in the rear. So you've got 80% of your brakes at the rear, 90% of your brakes in the front. You've got tons of life left on these brakes and tires, which means lots of driving with no maintenance and no worries. And it's an SI, so lots of driving with a lot of fun. So what are the takeaways here on this SI? Well, 28,000, 1.5 liter turbo engine, 6-speed manual transmission. It's an SI. This thing is built for fun, built to go fast, and built to look good. And I think it accomplishes all of that. The black on blue, come on. Anyway, what's left to do here, guys? Contact us at Midland Honda. Get in touch with us. Call, text, email, or just drop in and say hello. Let them know that Matt sent you, and I'm sure they're going to treat you right. Thanks for watching.